about a month ago then. Now that I'm thinking about it.
So I think Snake, if I remember correctly, got second place last week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. In Tekken?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
He's been leveling up for sure.
Yep. It's actually good to see him level up too, because for a while there were like a few people he could never seem to beat.
Yeah,
and the list kept growing.
He's kind of like the gatekeeper here.
Right, but I feel like now he's getting out of that gatekeeper where he's actually like able to start climbing again.
Yeah. And he looks like he's going with King, huh?
Yep. I don't think he'll ever stop playing King, and I don't think he should.
Yeah. He was playing Armor King for a while, but I think...
I don't think it works as his play style.
Yeah.
King definitely works a lot better.
Looks like Oni's doing a little bit of trolling here with the...
I feel like it. But, I mean, he used them at EVO from what I understand.
Yeah, Negan's pretty good. Like, in terms of... He's got a basic tool set, but a pretty decent one. He's got good range. Really good damage.
But right now, we got...
He's kind of big risk, big reward, though.
He is. He's definitely punishable.
Nice.
But that was a really good sidewalk.
Ooh, good
block on
block.
the low, but no punish. Yeah, I don't think that thing's that punishable.
Oh, that's going to hurt.
Oh, no finish?
Yep, no.
Oni wouldn't
have
it
in the back.
Oh.
Respecting the rage drive.
All right, so let's see. Oh, dang, that was close. But Snake definitely let that one go.
Yeah.
He had full control of it.
Yeah, he could have got the ground throw and even a wall throw there if he wanted.
Yep. Has to learn to finish those things off, otherwise he loses rounds.
Yeah, and King's throws are... I'm so envious of a lot of King's throws because pretty much all of them lead to pretty good Oki for the most part.
Especially on this stage, every one of those is a ground break.
Yeah, they all ground break, so...
Punish that? Well, I mean, he got the low, but that was also a punish that he could have had.
Round 3. Fight. Not cool.
There you go, but some big step goes for the mid. Ooh, good step.
Yeah, that was a good step into launch.
Not cool.
Oh, both missing power crushes. Oh, Shiny Wizard.
Nice.
Ah, that was good. And then crushing to low on read. Oh, there's another Shiny Wizard. It's low. Oh, that might be, or not.
Drops.
Man, they're dropping everything. What's going on here?
I actually feel like this isn't a... I mean, granted, Raven is really good too with range, but I feel like that's something King maybe has a problem dealing with is kind of the range with this character is, you know, he's not the greatest in approach.
Right. Well, I think the big thing right now is just a lot of people not finishing their plates.
Yeah.
Like, that was a whip punish. That was a hop kick.
Yeah. Tying it up in this first game, final round.
Would have a float. Power crush. Oh. He was going to try to duck it, yeah. Ooh, he teched it, though. Ooh. Oh. Took a lot of damage to get that, though. That wasn't really worth it.
Okay.
Snake takes game 1.
Let's see. Well, Oni stay or swap?
Stage. Okay, I agree with that.
Yeah, definitely take King off that stage. That's like home field advantage, basically.
For sure. I don't know. Part of me does feel like a character switch would have been better.
Yeah.
But as well as the stage, because, I mean, you change both.
Yeah.
But
you know, this isn't the biggest tournament, obviously, so maybe he just wants to try to grind this out for tournament practice. I can see that.
I mean, eventually you're going to run into the matchup regardless of who you play, so you might as well learn the matchup with whoever you're playing.
Right.
Because even if you go for like a counter pick, well, guess what? Other people could.
Yeah.
And then that means that you may have to deal with the matchup anyways, whether good or bad. So.
Exactly.
Who are you? Round 1. Fight. Not cool.
Stop. A couple hits.
Oh, nice.
You can definitely tell that Snake is playing a little bit more patient, pretty much only really going in when he gets his hits.
Yeah, he's trying to bait out the whiffs from the bat. Because Oni seems to be going for like a lot of the lows, so.
Punish that. Oh, that's a launcher? Dang.
Yeah.
I don't know anything.
Armored launcher, yeah.
Man, get out of here. It's at least like really negative though, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Good.
I think it's launch punishable as far as I'm aware.
Okay. Oh. Only needs a small hit.
Oh,
Wow, and a miss.
dig jab miss. The back.
Ooh.
To
And
the
that's
legs.
why duck jab sucks.
Yeah.
Ooh, gets the launcher.
Not cool.
Gets the
Yeah,
low,
he's
gets the low again.
Snake definitely isn't punishing that. That's probably as well as he could have.
Right. He could have punished that way harder.
Yep, that too. But it could be some
It's something he would need to work on.
some character unfamiliarity, which is understandable. Negan's not the most popular.
Especially because like generally he's not considered very good.
Yeah. Should be it.
All right. On match point for this one.
Fight.
See if Oni can close this one out to make this an even score.
Not cool.
Yeah, he doesn't realize how punishable that thing is.
Yeah. Yeah, you can tell he's trying to like space. He's trying to find the range. Nice. Oh, no punish.
You gotta let that whiff
Yeah.
to launch it. Yeah, he's definitely let him get away with the armored launcher for sure.
Oh, the unblockable.
Ooh.
Pretty good.
Go, and that's
Nice.
it.
Yep.
All right, let's see. Last round.
Fight. Not cool.
Punish that. I mean, could have been better, but
There we go. Can you pick it up? No. Okay. There we go. Against the wall. What do we got?
it's not quite against the wall,
Oh.
yet, but then he got launched.
Yep.
And
Going the
now
other
it's
way?
basically even.
See, he's doing a good job, but he needs to whiff punish that more, probably with like 4-2-1
Right, exactly.
or 4-1, either one.
I think he tried to do back one there, but he just kind of. Ooh, and he gets hit.
So
Yeah, the
tying
biggest
it
problem is like he's getting. You're right. He's getting the whiffs, but he's not.
He's not. It's like he's trying to force it, but he's not anticipating when it does whiff.
Right.
He's not ready.
That is okay though, as long as eventually he learns.
Yeah. And that's what we're here for every week.
Every week, every Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What a 4 Pacific
Yes.
or whatever it is over there. I don't even know.
Who are you? Round 1. Fight.
One thing, too, I'll give Snake is he's been playing King for a long time, so he kind of goes for like the stuff that a lot of people kind of leave off. You know,
Right.
he goes for all the gimmicky kind of things and tests you and sees if you know it.
Right. I mean, a lot of times people don't. That's the thing.
Yeah, like that thing. Like a lot of these legacy characters, they've got so many moves that it's like even if they're bad, you got to test people to make sure that they know them.
Yep.
2. Fight.
I mean, if you're a law player and you don't test them with Junkyard at least once, you're doing something
Oh
wrong.
yeah.
It's the low. Ball rising forward. Gets hit with the. Yeah, every time Oni blocks, he definitely backs off, but
Yeah.
and that could have finished it right there if he would have just. I mean, it's fine. He had such a big life lead, but that can go away in this game so quick.
Yeah, it can. Especially with both of these characters, they do a lot of damage.
Very much so.
Yeah, Negan isn't necessarily the highest damage, but for the limited tool set he has, he does pretty big damage. Not to mention, it just doesn't sound good to get hit by him. You know, there are those moves in the game that just sound like they hurt. Josie's little love tap that she does, it only does like 9 or 10 damage, but it sounds like she's breaking your ankles every time she does it.
Yeah, right now, it looks like Snake is having a problem closing this out. May just not be a great round for him, but Oni's also missing a lot of like whiff possibilities too.
Yes, yeah. He's kind of, I almost want to say slightly disrespectful in the fact that he's throwing out so many launchers, just kind of hoping to catch something.
Right. Missing some launchers.
Yeah. Nice.
cool.
Oh, in the back.
Playing from pretty far away, seeing when it's going.
Oh, there we go. That's what we need to see more of right there.
Yep. Like, sure, people can get launchers, but who cares? Like, that's a nice chunky amount of damage.
Yeah.
You get pressure. Get the mix-up. Oh, and just as I said that.
He won't die, I don't think, but this is definitely going to hurt.
Not quite. Yeah. Now he's dead.
And that's it, yeah.
He just needed one hit.
Oh,
He stabbed him, too,
Yeah.
man.
Split
Last
his-
game, last round. Let's see it go.
yeah. Yeah, down to the wire here first game. Ooh, it's close.
Punishable.
Slow, yeah.
Gets low. Let's see what the mix-up. Oh, he disrespects it. He's also relying a lot on the duck jab, and it's just like not a great tool.
Yeah, yeah, because even if it hits, the reward is so minimal.
I will say it's let him keep the life lead around the same, where there is no real life lead. Oh, that's gonna hurt. All right, let's see what happens.
I'm going to say Rage Art's going to happen here.
Maybe.
Oh,
the
shoulder
tackle.
gets him.
Wow, of all things.
Wow, down to the wire.
Yep,
That was a pretty exciting little first game.
that was nice first set.
Yeah.
We'll see who we got next, though.
But I'm sure Oni and Loser, well
it's round
round
robin,
robin.
so
right. So
Everyone plays everybody.
Yeah.
Everyone's got 5 sets.
yeah, he'll probably want to just feel it out and he'll probably go to Raven now and try to rack up his point total a little bit more.
Possibly. We'll see how it goes, though.
And here we have the Midwest champ over here, basically. Noel.
Indy. Let's be for real for a moment.
He's
Come
still
on.
he's doing pretty well though when he's
he's,
traveling around
He
the
does.
Midwest.
He does. But at the same time, it's like we gotta also, like, there's people he hasn't beaten yet.
That's true. That's true.
Even outside of like the top players.
Yeah.
Like he hasn't beaten, like L-Train. He hasn't beaten a few of those guys. But he still does really well. I mean,
Yeah. He's definitely Indy's
definitely
main hope
Indy's.
and champ with Lamont probably tagging very close in second.
But that's the crazy thing is, like, those two and Oni, whenever they travel,
They do
pretty well.
They do really well. Yeah, I think Oni and Lamont.
All 3 of them, I think, were like the top,
127,
like,
and then I
80.
think Noel got the next step down. It was,
Yep.
But, only 1 game difference that ends up being in a tournament of 1,800 plus people.
Yeah,
It's pretty
exactly.
freaking impressive.
Very, very much so. Everyone did really well.
And I think, if I recall, Oni was telling me that I think he and Lamont all went through winner's side all the way up until
They lost.
At the very end. So
Yeah, they really went to work.
but
Definitely showing Indie crowd. Definitely showing how much they've leveled up.
yeah. Speaking of leveling up, this guy, I mean, he's been around now for a little bit, but still fairly young into the Tekken scene. And
Very much so.
JVO he's really come on strong. I think
He is.
if
He's
he
very
sticks
good.
with it, he's got potential to rival Lamont and Noel.
I do think it comes down to, like, the one thing Noel has on everybody, though, is, like, this isn't the first time Noel's been a top in a game.
Right.
The very, very first Marvel 3 tournament that we had for a Godlike, Noel won.
Yeah.
And he's also played very well in Marvel. He's played very well in other games.
Yeah.
And it just comes to now he's at Tekken, and now he's doing very well in Tekken.
Yeah.
He's always done well. It's not a matter of...
when he wants to do something, he's gonna make it happen.
Ooh, and that was a good conversion off the counter hit.
Character's stupid damage at the wall.
Very. The mix-ups are real.
Yeah. There we go.
Ooh, that's good. Oh, misses the
slight
throw.
That's a pretty sick throw, though. I'm not gonna lie.
That was sick.
Round 2.
And I am a fan of this costume. So
I don't like the... Wait, you like the Jin costume?
no, I'm talking about Horang.
I don't like the Haran costume either.
You like the biker one then?
No. The one that I miss is just the gi.
Oh, just the gi.
The
Yeah,
uniform,
I
yeah.
respect it.
Like, if you give him the gi but keep the eye patch, then I'm in.
Okay. Gives him even more like battle prowess.
Yeah. But I don't like the Jin one, though. I think the Jin one...
Oh, yeah.
You know, the Jin one reminds me too much of Jax from the Mortal Kombat 2, the Mortal Kombat, the second movie.
Yeah.
It reminds me too much of that.
I'm not gonna lie. Era's ruined it for me when he said only bitches tuck in their jacket into their pants. I'm like, well, damn. I can never look at that the same now. So.
Nope. But see, here's the thing though. How come nobody has? Like, I miss when everybody had a suit.
Yeah.
That needs to come back.
Everyone's looking
Look,
clean.
Season 3 DLC. Formal wear for every character.
Right.
That's all we need. Back to the gameplay, though. I will say one thing is, like, as much as we will complain about certain things, sometimes we don't also, like, adjust to certain matchups. Like, something I've noticed that we don't do against Walrang is we don't duck.
Yeah. And I think it's because it is, I mean, obviously ducking in this game.
Look, okay, there. But, like,
Yeah.
here's the thing, though, right? So most of his options, once he actually goes into Flamingo mix-ups, are either lows or highs.
Yeah.
With very few mids, unless he, like doesn't do something, gets out of stance because he did something else.
But I think the thing that, at
Like,
least
no
I've
parry?
always struggled with dealing with Horang pressure and stuff like that is you're always a step behind. So, you know, you're always having to react to what stance he's in.
That's true.
So the Horang player knows what he's going to try to do. You have to react quick enough. And sometimes it's so hard, you're like, okay, which way is he facing? And, you know,
That's true.
so by the time you calculate that, it may have already been too late. So, but yeah, you're right. I mean, and I think that's the thing. Not to say that, you know, Noel or any Horang player wins with pure gimmicks, but it's a very deep character, and there's a lot of tricks to be had for sure.
Give me 1 second. Hey, Noel. All right.
Round 1. Fight.
Yeah, I don't know if it actually is lagging, but I see it on here, so I made sure that we're getting that looked into right now. But game 2 going in. Oh, gets the Hell Sweep. Oh, doesn't the back turn was probably what messed that up.
Definitely messed that up.
That's one thing that also kind of bugs me. It's like, man, I wish some stuff just worked. Come on.
Yeah. And some characters have an easier time of it than others. Like, that's one thing, like, you and I both play Fang. Fang doesn't really care usually, so.
No, yeah. Well, there are a lot of combos that no longer work if you get, like, their back.
Yeah.
And then he doesn't have, like, a Brian, like, 332, where it's just, like, a ridiculously hard-hitting, like, back turn launcher.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you're right, though. Generally, you can still get what you want if you know it. But then stuff like that happens. And it's like, oops. And he just lost his round. It's over.
Yep. And that's the thing is, like, both these guys are so good, but I think what separates so many of the higher you go in Tekken, I've noticed, is the fundamentals are generally speaking there for a lot of these players, and a lot of them know their combos. What separates them is the situations, knowing how to do those pickups, knowing that, okay, if this combo dropped, I know exactly what I'm going to do, and you know, well, I'm this spaced out from the wall versus this space, then how to get that extra carry.
Right.
It's knowing all those tiny situations that really separate the boys from the men, as they say.
Well, on top, it's not even just that. It's also, like even having to deal with certain things. Like you said, like this whole time, like no one knows how to deal with all of it, right?
Yeah.
But there is a way to deal with a lot of what he does.
Yeah.
Because I watched Noel Strive Switch with Mateo, and that dude got so many counter hit back ones I thought I was playing. But I didn't know, but he knew the strings.
Yeah.
He knew what he was going to go for next. And he knew where he could just like, oh, you stop.
Yeah.
Back one. And it's just like, that's not saying everybody has a back one, so everybody can do that. But like, Jin has a parry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
but I mean, I kind of feel like that's where, like,
slow parry.
Yeah, but I kind of feel like that's one of those things where maybe at this point JBO doesn't still feel comfortable when to bust it out.
That's true.
You know, so knowing when that situation may arise for him to best utilize that.
That's a good point. And that's another thing too. It's just like Javo doesn't travel as much, or at least I don't see him travel as much as Noel does.
Yeah.
I would say Noel probably travels, like, I wouldn't say probably. He for sure travels more than any of the Tekken community in Indy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, and it's showing, like.
Yeah.
But there was a good example of him finally ducking Whiplash and then really punishing him for it.
Yeah, exactly.
But at the same time, Noel doesn't really crack. He's like, oh, okay, cool, I got punished.
He's
and then
gotten
he was
a lot
ready
better.
for it.
I feel like that was one of his weaknesses. He kind of cracked a little bit. I feel like now he still gets upset, but he uses that to drive himself, and he's better at in-tournament calming himself down versus post-tournament calming himself down, which is, what you don't want. You want to be able to do it while you're still in the tournament. You don't want to just get knocked down to losers and then your mindset's completely shot. You want to recompose yourself, and he's done a much better job of that, I feel like.
Yep. But
yeah, that was
Noel
good.
Strike still took it 2-0,
Yeah.
so we're definitely going to be waiting for the next match to come up here.
JVO starting. I'm still impressed. He still got in several good licks, and I feel like he's on the cusp. I mean, he's taken on that challenge. Like I said, he's been around for a little bit now, but I mean, still, when you are picking up the game and you're trying to learn, the Mishima style characters, the characters with the high execution like Jin with these electrics and things like that, all that kind of adds extra barriers,
I will say the one nice thing about Jin is at least he has the tools that he needs outside of that.
Right.
What we're about to see right now is a more recent Kazuya player with Jose.
Oh, okay.
I played Jose a while ago, and I got worked. It was pretty bad. So he definitely has I definitely will say it was definitely more about with it just being a Kazuya that I wasn't used to, considering when we used to play Joe Godhand all the time.
Yeah, I missed Joe.
Yeah, me too. He actually was here like a month ago. I say a month ago because that was the last time we had Godlike, and then I was here. So, but Joe was here. He lost a lot of weight. He's doing a lot.
I feel like I've seen him more skinny now. But yeah, shout outs to Joe Godhand.
Yeah, shout out to Joe Godhand. Shout outs to
Trapped in Anime.
Trapped in Anime. Yeah. He's doing a lot of stuff though.
Yeah.
They're going to conventions for panels and stuff now. They're getting invited out, and I'm like, man, it's like he grew up so fast.
Yeah. I mean, their team's come up with really good content.
They do have a lot of good content.
But yeah, so and I think that's one thing too that's always so interesting is we've got so many communities are smaller, and so when you have people he did pick a different character here, but speaking of Kazuya, just
I wonder if the names are switched, like if they're playing opposite sides right now.
Oh, okay, that could be too. But going back to my point though, it's like when you have people that you kind of come from a small scene. And we had Joe, who was kind of our Kazuya player, and then someone else comes in. It can be hard to adjust to a different play style, and that's the thing that's kind of nice about Tekken is so many people, I almost find that no one plays the character the same.
I mean, you and me were prime examples.
Yeah.
We did not play Fang the same way,
yeah.
but we had really close games. We had really close sets.
Yeah.
And then everybody, if they went from me to you or vice versa, it wasn't the same. But I do want to say that I do think that the sides are switched.
Oh, okay.
The King's reminding me of Snake, so yeah, I think the names are switched.
Perfect. Round 3. Fight.
In either case, though, it's really showing. I will say, if it is switched, and this is Jose.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for me to tell. I haven't actually seen Jose play, so I can't say for certain one way or the other.
I've only seen his Kazuya, so that's why, again, it's hard to say.
Yeah. They both definitely look like they're in the feel-out stage.
See, but then I also think, now the King's not playing like how I'm used to Snake playing.
Yeah. I saw the Armor King going for a couple of dig jabs, which makes me think that is
okay, maybe
Snake.
it is. Maybe it is same side. Yeah, I don't usually see him go for that follow-up or any of those things. So yeah, no, maybe this is the right side. Yeah, we can find out after the game's over. I'll just yell it over there and I'll be like, hey, who's who?
Nice.
Ooh, that was good.
Round 4.
All from a blocked rage drive.
Right.
King gets that best of that trade, only by a little bit of help.
Jumping over each other.
Yep. Yeah, I think this is actually the right side.
Yeah.
The habits are there.
Yeah, because you never see Snake really going for too much Jaguar stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's not a bad point to talk about, too, the differences between these two people that don't know. I would say, King is definitely more the the pinnacle of grappler for this game. Everyone has throws, and everyone kind of has command throws, but he has the most and the most damaging. But
sure.
Armor King, he kind of has a Mishima style in a little bit in terms that he has like a crouch dash, and I would say
That was clutch.
yeah, that was pretty impressive.
That was clutch.
But I would also say that you know, in terms of fundamentals, I would say maybe Armor King is a little bit stronger in that regard.
For sure.
But in terms of like, if we're going to talk about like Okazeme, I would say
King's definitely got
King's
better
the
off.
king.
For sure.
Because, you know, his throws all give him really strong Oki.
Yep. Now we got a lot of throws coming in right now. So, and
that's still probably my favorite one. I love the good old Tombstone.
oh yeah, same here. Are you on player 2 side? Are you playing Armor King? Okay. Okay, it is the right sides. On top of that, though, I will say, like,
Fight.
the other thing, too, with Armor King is, like, when he hits you, like, he feels like a standard Tekken character when he hits you.
Yeah.
Because he's going to hit you, like, legitimately 2 or 3 times, and you're going to die.
Yeah.
Right? Where Armor King is like, I'm going to hit you 1 time, and then you're going to get grabbed, and then grabbed, and then you're dead.
Yeah.
Right after that.
Yeah,
right after the next one.
He's definitely one of those characters where you don't feel safe, you know, just laying on the ground because, you know, he's got the ground throws, and, you know, he can mix you up with like a 50-50 when he's got you at the wall and things like that. So
Very much so.
definitely one of those almost Guilty Gear style characters in the Okazeme sense. Yeah, Armor King tends to play with like a lot more pokes, a lot more movement, I would say. Even though King does have the Jaguar step, I would just say because of the crouch dash, the movement tends to be a little bit stronger typically with
For sure.
Armor King.
Ooh, that was definitely a big
Oh,
whip,
Duck's
though.
throw didn't quite get the good punish though. There we go.
Oh, that was good. And a
Hop
hop
kick?
kick on his wake up.
Yeah,
That's
he
good.
was just like, I know you're gonna do a
Get
wake up
kick.
blow.
Wake up blow kick, man.
Oh, picks it up. I was gonna say that'd be pretty impressive. That'd be hard to pick up.
It would be. I think I'm pretty sure he can, though.
Yeah, it's always kind of up in the air sometimes with those like random side back kind of
True.
pickups.
Good whip punish. Still getting these lows.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're both testing who has the most patience to deal with the lows.
Right.
Okay, what we got?
That
Another
was
low.
another low.
At some point they
Oh,
go,
okay.
there we go. That's
Yep.
what I wanted to see. I'm like,
I was waiting for it, too.
who's gonna call out the low?
Man, hey, I know you heard this phrase before. Try to rob him through the front door.
That's right.
And then basically, it was like, nah, dude. He was waiting at the front door.
Here we go. What do we got?
Oh.
We got the full. Oh my.
Oh, no, we don't have it.
He didn't get it.
I mean, he probably wasn't matching hard enough.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, sometimes you have to.
Yes. Shining Wizard. Let's say okay. Nothing. Okay.
And then for a perfect to wrap up game 2.
Yeah. So yeah, 1-1.
All right, last game. No stage switch.
Round
Yeah.
No
fight.
no character switch. That was actually a good block.
Yep. Calling him out with these lows, but didn't quite get the.
Didn't get the
Combo.
or anything.
Plus range? No. Plus range? That forward 4 is so good.
It really is.
Pretty linear, but, you know, it's one of those things, too, where...
Ooh, good back one. And he got the step afterwards,
Yeah.
so he's not going to miss this.
Yep. Now what we got for wake-ups here? Nice. Check
Slow
some.
kick. Wow. Definitely wasn't respecting
Yeah.
the possible hop kick there.
Oh, Jaguar step back. Punish on the hop. Oh, box low. Gets punish. Down to the wire right here.
Ooh, that was so close.
He smashed his head in with that one. He
Yep.
said no.
Fight.
Okay.
Gets the throw.
Headbutt. I like the use of the Jaguar
Ooh, that was a
step.
good counter hit.
Oh,
good
break.
tech. Contesting. He's so brave with that duck jab.
Yeah.
But man, it's scary. Every time he throws it out, it's like,
especially too because these guys have gone for so many lows. And in case you guys don't know, when you do what's kind of called as a dick jab or that crouching jab, it's a special mid that can also be considered basically has the same properties if you were to low parry. So if you get caught doing that and someone's going for a low parry, you'll still get parried for it, even though it's not technically a low. So that's why when you're kind of conditioning them, there we go, nice. You just want to be careful because if you're only going for lows and you go for too many dick jabs, you're going to get low parried at some point.
Right.
Oh, didn't quite get it.
Didn't punish that low.
Oh,
and
that's going to be
dead.
it. Yeah.
There's no way he's living.
Yep.
There's no way. Oh, man. That was good.
Round 4.
Shout outs to Tekken 7.
Yes.
But right now, Snake on match point, set point.
Yep.
Ooh, gets the hop kick. Let's go. Gets the dunk. Gets plus frames. Goes for the. Man, like of all things to go for, why would you go for duck jab?
Yeah.
I am definitely going to blow him up for that later. But. Ooh, big whiff.
One hit away.
There
it
you
is.
go.
That was good.
Just waited for the whiff.
Yeah.
That was a good set.
Yep. That was smart. That's one thing I like to see is, when you have the life lead like that, make them hang themselves.
For sure. Because the other thing, too, it's not even just saying that the other person's impatient. Like, there is a little impatience to it.
There's
but
desperation.
At the same time, but in this game, you have to do it. Like, you have to move in.
Yeah.
Like, I remember, like, a long time ago that it was a tournament that I put Joe Godhand in losers. And then we played again. And it was, like, 40 seconds on the clock, and I had, like, it was almost a timeout. But he had pretty much 90% of his health, and I had, like, the pixel.
Yep.
And I just unplugged my controller and walked away.
Yeah.
Because in the end, I couldn't do enough damage to kill him.
Yeah.
And
because
I had to open him up.
The thing is, this is one of those games where there's you're not forced to wake up.
Right.
I went to ask Tasty PP Juice, the classic, one of our old good friends here in Indy, and I kind of asked him about a situation similar to what you were in. I'm like, what can you do? And he's like, you can't. You just lose if that is the situation, because they can just lie on the floor, and even if characters have stomps, it takes time to do that stomp over and over again, and it's only going to do 20 to 30 damage, which is a lot. But when you have that much of a life lead, there's still, if it's coming down on the wire, it's over.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's why in those situations, sometimes it is better to just stay on the floor rather than risk it and possibly, if you wake up, if you do like a back tech roll, then you might get caught in the back, waking up or something like that and get launched again. So. And it looks like we're going to have Oni versus JBO, and Oni is busting out his Master Raven, which is who he's definitely more known for.
For sure. And I think, honestly, like, the one thing I will say that's different is, like, I feel like if you could, like, fusion dance Javo and Snake, you would have a really good player.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, Snake's a good fighting game player.
Yeah, he's got that intuition down.
He understands how to play this game as a fighting game.
Yeah, he's
been
been playing
understands
for
how
longer.
to play this game as Tekken.
Yeah,
but
he's the more
that.
technical player for sure.
Right.
Because he kind of comes from, as far as I'm aware, he came from Counter-Strike.
Yes. This is his first fighting game. And then this is the first time the character, if I remember right, this is the first character he played.
Yeah.
So his very first fighting game character was Jin.
And his very first game is Tekken.
Yep.
Not an easy one to pick up by any means.
But right now, Oni definitely has a good 50% life lead.
Yeah.
Ooh, counter hit. Oh, you still got the pickup. Nice.
Yeah. That was very good. Kind of an awkward situation there with the sidewall.
Ooh, definitely made the split twist whip. Oh, nice counter. One thing I will say that's awkward about Master Raven, but I feel like it's definitely a character you have to take into the lab. There's a lot of things that you have to realize that because she's back turned, that you can get hits. So, for example, that I don't know what the normal is. I want to say it's down forward 2, but basically her launcher, it's launch punishable. It's -13, but she's back turned, and so she can't get forward in time.
Right.
So like stuff like that, but she has a lot of stuff. Like, oh, if you could get the block, then you actually have a chance to get a hit.
Yeah.
Because she's in back turn.
But the thing about her is that I would say
block.
is her greatest strength too is she's got amazing range. Like you wouldn't think so just by looking at her, but
Her range is really
her
good.
range is ridiculously good. It's
The ranges
always
she can
shocking.
play at are so much farther than a lot of characters.
Yes, yeah. And I've noticed that
Ooh,
Oni,
Ken
since
let's
I
go.
last watched him, he's really changed up his playstyle. He used to be more of a keep away with her, and now he's kind of mixing it up a little bit more. He's being aggressive. He's doing parries and things like that.
I think it's something that he's just trying to add more to his game because eventually you have to get to it. You
Yeah.
have to use the character's tools for what they
Yeah.
are. And as good as the keep away style can be, like
It's
you
only
also
one
gotta-
aspect.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Round 4.
So right now, Javo's definitely having the lead up around.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing right now is definitely damage conversion.
Yeah.
Like that. Ooh, but drops the combo. Right as I said it, too. I cursed him.
Oh, awkward.
Yep,
That was Harada's finger moment.
for sure.
Dangerous spot to be there against those walls. That's when, if you really know your combos, you can do some 100 damage combos. If your character can go wall to wall
To wall.
to balcony break.
I was actually, so Jack Scary Eyes, he came over, and I think Nathan was playing Kazumi, and almost got it.
Yeah, I can see that
Almost
because
had
she's
the
got
full
the
combo,
the
like-
forward 3,
Yep.
that little hop or whatever. Yeah.
But yep, he almost had it. He was so close. He messed it up at the balcony break, if I remember right. He didn't get quite to the balcony break.
It's hard for some characters. Like,
It is.
Like I don't know if Bang can get it.
No,
because
I
he
haven't
doesn't have
figured it
enough.
out. Yeah,
He doesn't have enough carry.
nope.
Not unless maybe you do like a million dash forward ones and stuff like that in
Right.
between there. I love this stage, by the way.
This is probably my favorite Infinite stage.
Yeah, just the look of it. The soundtrack is okay, but I love
Well,
the.
honestly, I think the entire Tekken 7 soundtrack's whack.
Yeah, it's not.
The older ones were all better.
Yeah, but I definitely love the kind of sunset theme.
No, for sure. I definitely like a lot of the stages I like. I do wish they would bring back some Tekken 5 stages, like even if it's just obviously like aesthetic.
I miss the
Like-
Tekken Tag 2 stages. Some of those were awesome.
But that ends up closing it out. That was a little over 50%.
Yeah,
That's the one other thing about Master Raven. Master Raven has ridiculous damage.
she does. And this is actually not favoring her because with the wall, she's ridiculous.
So at some point you can even say it's still suboptimal with what you just saw.
Yeah.
Ooh, good counter hit, but missed that.
I respect that when he dropped it, though, he immediately went for an Oki situation.
For
so that's kind of one of those things, too. It's like, yet again, a normal player would be lost there, and I kind of felt like his experience, even though he dropped it, he just immediately was like, okay, next situation.
Right. I had a feeling he also knew he was going to drop it, too. Like, he was like, oh, nope, missed it.
Yeah.
And then kept
Yeah,
going.
and that's the thing. Sometimes you just know. Like, you're just like, oh, crap, I missed my timing. I'm trying to go into this.
But right now, Oni is up 2 rounds to 1, or 2 rounds to none for this game. So if we can win this round, I'll definitely even this set up. Ooh, can.
That was really good. I respect it, though. Oni was just right at the tip range he was going for. But sometimes, too, that can be bad when you're going for slides because that gives more time for people to react and block.
Yep.
Nice.
Ooh, doesn't get the whip punish I think that he wanted, but he was able to get the throw.
Situation. Oh, that was a good
Ooh,
block.
that was a good block. Wow. And then
Kind of surprised he didn't block that because that's one of the slower ones, but...
Well, I think what happened was he tried to like fuzzy low first,
Oh, yeah.
And then, or not, or he just like
It did
ducked
look
first
like there
and
was like a slight delay, and that's the thing too is sometimes too on the slow ones if you're trying to predict a quick low and like you said and do like a fuzzy, the slow one comes out and you've already stood up and you
you hit.
Yeah.
It is what it is though. Bonu was able to clear that back up.
Yeah.
I like this stage too, but
another infinite. So poor Oni for not getting 100 damage.
well,
on the
here's the
combo.
thing. I'll say there's the other part of that, right? Like he was dominant on the infinite stage.
Yeah.
But where Master Raven would probably be stronger than Jin was, even though Jin's still strong at the wall,
Yeah.
he lost at the wall stage. So
Yeah. I like it, respecting the back turn there. You have to always be tricky because, you know, we talked about it a little bit, but it's like Master Raven back turn is like her happy place for a lot of things. Even though she
For
can
sure.
be hit, just like any other character.
right.
She's, you know, that's a vulnerable state, but with her, she kind of wants to do a lot of her offense in that.
For sure.
And it can be used as a baiting tool because she's got really good movement and range. So here we go. Rage drive for the pressure. That's a string you have to low parry. I forget what that string is, but it's kind of her wall combo ender as well. But that second hit is a low, and you have to low parry it.
All right, let's see.
And you can kind of see over there what I'm talking about. Oni kind of backing up a little bit, showing the back, kind of tempting it, be like, oh, look at my back. Don't you
Right.
want to hit me here?
Right.
Good block.
That was a great block.
Oh, that's
Ooh,
going
and out of the pickup.
Yep,
Yep.
that's going to be it.
KO. Round 3.
Man, they want to make sure this goes to the last round, apparently.
Right? Yeah, we've had a lot of those today. Good. That one always gets me. I can never tell if it's going to be the mid or the low.
Same. Oh, but he missed a big punish.
Oh, that's going to be it.
Yeah, and I mean, he ends up getting the launcher later anyway, so
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Round 4. Fight.
Nice.
Kind of hit launcher.
Oh, trying to go for open. Smart of JBO to
pick up.
just stay on the floor. He gets the punish.
So has to go for 4-4. Ooh, good launcher again.
Yep, trying to go for it again. Oh,
Ooh, goes for the low
nice.
parry that time. It's not going to be able to kill, but gets really close.
Oh. This isn't going to kill, I don't think, but this is going to do a lot. Both of them in rage. Oh,
But
went
he went
forward
in,
and went
yep.
for the rage drive.
I would have too.
Yeah, it's
Low
so good.
crushes plus.
Yep,
Why not?
and very fast. I'm going to say
Very fast.
13 frames, probably at the fastest, something like that, if you do the forward motion fast enough.
Right.
Maybe 15, but
I think it's
either way,
15.
it's really quick.
For sure. All right, so let's see what match we're going to have up soon.
By the way, guys, thanks for chilling out with us this
Oh,
Friday
yeah, for
evening.
sure. Thanks for tuning in.
We are at Level Up Gaming Lounge.
Hold up, we got Hanny playing Tekken?
Yeah, I guess so.
What?
On the cheater box, and I can say that because I no longer use one now.
This tournament 7.
I mean, you can always respect that you were a cheater at one point.
Oh yes, I
That's
do.
fine.
Kazuya Mishima. Well round.
Yeah, it's 15. We were talking about it earlier, so I didn't know which one it was. Right? That's what I was saying. It's like plus on block, 15 frames, crushes lows, covers like a million yards away,
And starts a combo.
and starts a combo. Oh, so funny story. I remember, and of course he's playing Kazuya. But I remember I saw this meme, and it had like, I was talking about this cat, and this guy named his cat Yardstick. And apparently it's because this cat had 3 feet.
Round 1.
So it didn't have a leg, so he called him Yardstick. I was like, that's good.
That kind of sounds like a Soul Good Guy joke right there.
For sure. Well, I would almost argue Chris Washington joke.
Okay. Yeah.
Lab Rat, he went by for a while. I don't know what he ended with, but
Oh, very good.
good launcher.
And he knows the situation. He's like, okay, I got him in this awkward back turn kind of state.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good.
Ooh, just walked it.
Classic example of how you need to deal with Mishima, by the way.
Right. That's another thing, too. Like, Noel not only goes for, like, this optimal damage, but also goes for, oh, I know you're going to wake up this way when I am this way.
Yep.
And you don't know anything about this, so you're just going to get hit. Essentially, the follow-up is guaranteed. It's just a matter of is he going to launch him or not, because if you stay on the ground, you'll end up, you'll just get hit like if you're staying on the ground.
Right. Yeah.
No pickup, but you'll still take the damage. Good whip punish.
Yeah.
And that should be it.
Yeah. I think,
Oh, he dropped it.
Yeah.
Or I'm wrong. It's plus, so goes for the. He's like, no.
Yeah. He's like, you can do all that tricky movement all you want. I'm just going to punch you.
Yep.
And you can definitely tell.
He's obvious about when he's going to do it, too.
Well, and what I want to see from Honey is if you see an opponent that's sidestepping and sidewalking you a lot, which is the best way to deal with Mishima players, like I was saying, you need to adjust your game plan. This is where you need to start bringing out tracking and homing moves more.
Yep.
And
Or
has
don't wave dash until you get right next to him.
Yeah, but
Keep
Kazuya
going.
has a good one, though, too. You know, it's a counter hit launcher, so, you know.
Use it.
You got to use that.
Yep. But the other thing, too, about the wave dashing, right? If you just do it, if you're willing to do it in their face, then the nice thing about it is they'll track him until you do the move. The problem is he's doing it until he gets into the position where it's going to hit,
and then,
he
late.
does something else. And then he'll try to do the move.
Yeah.
And now you're not tracking him anymore.
Yeah.
Now he's going for pokes, but counter hit.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And see, that's the other thing of it, too, is the reason why Noel's been able to dance around him so much is because he's retaliating so fast. And so a lot of times those faster jabs and stuff like that, they're very linear.
Yep.
So if you are constantly one of those players that as soon as you think the opponent's turn is done, you're going to do a fast attack, that's a great opportunity most of the time to sidestep.
Right. Or at the same time, if you notice that they're moving, that's the time to use the tracking move or the homing move.
Exactly, yeah. Oh, missed the end of it.
Good punish. Good blow. Backdash, but it was too far away.
Oh, got him with the
Oh,
second
but
hit.
he wasn't ready for the second hit to actually hit.
And see, you can tell too the other problem. Noel's ducking, and I think he might be purposefully not punishing some of the electrics and things like that. The thing that's also weird about Mishima's, by the way, that was Noel taking that one 2-0.
Yep.
The thing about Mishima's that's kind of different is if you're trying to play them, they operate a little bit different than a lot of the other Tekken characters because Mishima's, you want to force your opponent to stand block as much as possible to open them up for, the electrics to get you plus frames and to do the hell sweeps, whereas kind of the other characters, you kind of want to do the opposite. You want to set them more up with the lows and, kind of operate that way. So, it's kind of this fine balancing act of seeing kind of how the Mishimas are supposed to be played. And like I said, I don't think he plays Tekken a ton.
Right.
But it's kind of hard to come into and pick up Mishima. I know I did. My first character I tried to play was Kazuya.
Right.
But
I just don't have consistent enough execution to play Mishimas. Like, I feel like now understanding it more, I could probably do it, but I don't have the execution for it.
Yeah.
Maybe with that new stick I told you about earlier, man.
Yeah.
Dude, it's super. I'm
That
just
thing
kidding. I won't
seems
do
pretty
it.
good.
I have a feeling that thing's going to get banned.
It could be. At some point, you know, like, the thing about the hitbox is even though if there is some definitely dirty stuff you can do with it, it is still a challenge, not only to learn, but also some things, in my opinion, are not as easy. Like I told you before, like I think personally, like doing grappling motions and 360 motions in particular, I just find easier on a regular stick.
I can see that.
Some people, you know, maybe that have been playing it for longer might say, oh, it's just as easy, if not easier. But for me, just the motion of it itself, kind of going in a full 360, I always feel like I can go faster on the stick than I can pressing drumming buttons and things like that. So,
Right.
but the nice thing of it is you do get that precision level.
Very true. Woo.
And here is probably the potentially one of the better matches of the night. Not that any of them have been bad, but we got two of Indy's best, I would say. Noel and Oni.
Yep. Opening up with Master Raven first. I'm going to check one thing real quick. Give me 1 second.
I hope your affairs are
Round 1. Fight.
Oh, good. Really good movement from Noel to start things off.
Yep.
Lots of sidestep, sidewalk.
Gets the whiplash.
Yeah.
KO.
Gets the low.
Round 2. Fight.
All right, let's see how it goes.
Lots of little checks here. I don't like what I'm saying. Okay. I was going to say that's a little bit better. At first I was getting worried because it kind of looked like Noel was just doing whatever he wanted.
Right.
Good movement. That's the main thing I'm seeing from Noel tonight is just really good movement. Lots of evasion from sidestep, sidewalking. For all you new players out there, by the way, that feel like
Round
you have to be good at Korean backdashing, you've probably heard, to be good at this game. That will be a tool that you could use for sure later on, but shout outs to Tasty PB Juice, our old Tekken teacher. Sidestep, sidewalking is definitely probably more important to learn first.
Oh, for sure.
Creating that space is one thing, but being able to force whiffs entirely with just lateral movement is key.
Yeah. And on top of that, so many newer players don't know how to actually play from ranges 1.5 to
yeah, and
3.
that's the thing. You're backdashing, but what are you gaining from that?
Right.
And could you be losing from that? Are you putting yourself, just like in a 2D fighter, are you putting yourself not so much in the corner, but with, you know, the wall?
Could be. Or on top of that, let's say you also don't have the life lead.
Yeah.
And you're doing all that. Well, now you got to still. Now you're just creating more space to work your way back in later.
And some characters are better than that than others, but
Very true.
yeah, it's one of those things where a lot of people fall into that trap of, you know, they want to learn Korean backdash first, but I would definitely say focus on.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I
sidestep.
think it's still good.
Yes, it is.
But it's definitely like it is the overrated tool of Tekken.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks it's this greatest thing ever, and it's like, hold up, we're not playing Tekken 3 no more.
They think it's great without even knowing why it's considered so good to know.
Right.
It's the application that's lost.
Well, keep in mind, this also came out in a game that didn't have walls.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
there's always that too. All right, let's see. Goes for the mid. Oh, and
Smash.
man, that one's so good. But the thing is, if you're conscious enough about where your spacing is against him, you know eventually it's going to come out.
Yep. Nice. I like that from Noel.
Yep. He kept doing what he needed to move away.
Yeah. Rather than expose his backside.
Right. But he didn't. Oni was still able to get the good launcher. Gets
This
the
is
wall
gonna
ender.
hurt.
Ooh.
Man.
No Oki though. He didn't really try for anything.
Yeah.
Ooh.
May have been respecting the rage.
Maybe.
Round 3.
Although Harangues is a bit easier to deal with. He has to kind of go into stance, or
Yep.
it's like the high, I believe. So
He always steps to the right a little bit to go into right flamingo. Or left flamingo. I forget which one it is. I forget if it's the leg in the air or the leg on the ground. Ooh, that was a good one.
Nice. There we go again, knowing that situation, knowing that he wouldn't be able to get that regular wall carry, so he just went for the immediate ender.
Yep. And I respect it. I think that's actually really good.
Yeah. A lot of players would have dropped it. Oh,
That was a good
disrespected it there.
Yeah. Definitely contested that there.
And sometimes you have to do that with Horang, you know. It can be, like I said before, it can be really hard to react, and sometimes it's better to throw out a check and like a fast button to see if what they're doing is real or not.
Right, definitely. Either way, though, at the end there, Noel definitely did take that one. I think there's 2 rounds left of matches. So far, Noel's definitely got to be in the lead because he's won every match he's had out here.
Yeah.
And I think that was, I want to say that was at least, we saw at least 3 of his matches.
Yeah. Shout outs to NYCFurby again, by the way, for letting us use his stream and getting our
For sure.
indie scene some spotlight. And like I said, guys, if you're in the indie area or anywhere nearby and you want to come out for some fighting games on Friday evening, check out Level Up Gaming Lounge.
If you're here during the week, we're also here on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
So,
Good practice session.
or if you go to our the Indianapolis Fighting Game Facebook page and looking for games, a lot of us have our own personal places that we'd be willing to host at. So definitely go to all those places to see when you want to get some games.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, I think the thing I'm most happy with is Indiana's really starting to stand out more and more and more. I feel like every year. We're tired of being in Chicago's shadow and everything.
Well, even in Tekken. Last match?
Last match, all right.
All right. Alrighty, so this is the last match. Noel did win all his matches, so he definitely won the entirety of the bracket.
Not an unusual night for him,
No, not really.
especially when his close behind number 2, Lamont, could not make it, sadly. But, you know, working man.
It happens.
Got to keep the bills going.
Yep. It happens, man. But it's okay.
Yes, it's all right. We had some great games.
I'll just give him crap for it later. It's okay. I'll message him and be like, yo, where you at?
You got to help stop Noel from getting all of his free money.
Right. But we do have, sometimes I can't stand that Snake goes for Lars because he doesn't have, like.
In the words of Nee, Lars is trash.
Well, it's not that. It's more so that, like,
He should
he
just
doesn't
stick
have
with his
everything. He doesn't have everything down that he needs to have with
He
Lars.
definitely is way more comfortable with King.
Well, it's not even just comfortability. I think he's comfortable with what he does with Lars.
Yeah.
But it's not, it's not that good. There's way more he could be doing.
Yeah.
Round 1.
But let's see how it works out for him.
Yeah.
Maybe and then it's still 2 out of 3, so he can still switch it up later.
Yep.
He goes for the throw, but he gets tech. Alrighty. Snake is going pretty nuts with it. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it keeps working out for him. Ooh, gets the pickup.
I like these checks when he goes into the stance.
For sure. And backs up because he knows that Snake likes to be a little more wild.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, that was so close.
Man, that was so close.
2. Fight.
Maybe if he would have backdash started there, then wouldn't have lost the health lead. It's a low. Ooh. Lightning screw. Man, that move is still cheap. It's so good.
Good block on the low.
That was very good. Goes for the low again. Oh, that time he went for the mid. But
Is this gonna be it?
Davo definitely did that. Maybe. Nope, not quite.
Not quite.
Ooh, each time. He's
Yeah,
just
so
getting
close.
The very edge there.
Fight.
Oh, almost had the full under there.
Let's see. Website for learning Tekken. I don't know how active Tekken Zaibatsu still is.
It's still pretty good.
it?
So, I'm not sure if it's super active, but Tekken's a legacy game.
Right.
So
for sure.
a lot of the information, the basics, still apply.
Right.
What's core?
Fight.
It is,
This is the first game.
yeah,
This
still
first
first game.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I would try Tekken Zaibatsu.
I would say the best source for beginning players is honestly watch Avoiding the Puddle.
Yep, that's a good one too.
Watch all of his Tekken 7 tutorials that he did for people. It helped me learn a lot about the game, and he goes over concepts as well as execution and things like that. Sadly, Tekken does not come with like a lot of what most fighting games are doing now, which is coming out with a pretty robust tutorial. But yeah, Tekken's pretty deep, but I would definitely say Avoiding the Puddle is a good place to start watching his videos.
Right. But right now, the last two rounds, we weren't paying attention to it just because we were answering some stuff in the chat. But, man, like, Javo was actually bringing it back. He had two very convincing rounds, and then this third one, he just wasn't able to get the pressure going.
Yeah. He definitely seems a little bit more apprehensive. It could be just because he's not for sure. He's more used to maybe the King from Snake.
Maybe.
Because these guys do play,
Every
fairly
week.
often. Yeah.
Yeah, at least once a week.
Yeah. So, and it's possible, that's maybe why Snake went to this pick and said, well, let's see how well you know my lures. I'm going to keep bringing it out the bag of tricks until you can beat everything.
Yep.
Fight.
I mean, at one point he played Katarina. I remember that for a while.
And then I played Katarina and showed everyone how to beat her, and then he stopped playing her.
Yeah. That was a really good combo, though. Was able to get the life lead, but he lost it right away again after that. See, this is the big thing, though, right? Like, so combo-wise, like, Snake just doesn't have it. But it doesn't matter when he's playing because unless you know you can kill him in the couple times you need to get your openings, he knows how to get big chunks of damage off some big moves.
Well, the one thing I'm noticing from JBO is I like the checks earlier on when Snake went into I think it's the dynamic entry stance from Lars, but you really ideally want to be doing a lot of sidestep right against that.
You should be, yeah.
And sidewalk right. And that will allow you to get some just flat-out whiffs altogether and punish a lot harder.
For sure. Right now, JBO was able to take that round.
Yeah. Because it kind of looks like he's standing still a lot.
He is.
You need to be moving a little bit more laterally.
See, what's funny is that backdash. This is a prime example, right? That backdash created the whiff, but no, he wasn't ready for the punish.
Right.
Ooh, was able to get the counter hit low, but nothing with it.
Ooh.
See, that's more what I'm talking about.
And see, he should have got an actual punish instead of just a throw.
That too.
Throws and Tekken can all be broken outside of a small few.
It's a counter hit.
Oh, nice.
Up.
Yeah. Can he clutch it out this time?
Nope, because he went for the low again. That's the other thing, too. He's used to, usually if he goes for one low towards the end, he'll go for another one.
Yeah.
Gets a good whip punish there. Gets the throw there. Gets the low. Oh, was going for another one, but he backdashed and then goes into another low.
Final round.
All right, let's see. Oh,
Definitely going for a lot of lows. Low, low.
it's the hell sweep. I think he got, oh, he might have been a little too far away. Ooh, gets a lot of wall damage. Oh, and then he goes that second game out. So now scores 1-1.
Yeah, JV was able to tie it up now. Maybe starting to get a little bit more familiar with how Snake is playing.
Maybe. He still has the possibility to do character select, but he instead goes to, oh, simple switch.
Armor King.
Okay.
Bringing out all the tricks against him.
Yep.
Round 1. Fight.
Well, apparently you got 5 minutes to finish this game.
Yeah. Because, you know, we don't own games no more. We
Right.
just buy licenses.
Right. Good low for the whiff there.
Oh, there we go.
Ooh, that's
Some
bad.
more movement.
And then gets hit with the low.
Nice. Good block.
That was a bigger punish waiting to happen, but
Yeah. Good.
got the trap on him.
Yeah.
Round 2.
Seems to be more comfortable in this. Maybe they've played this one a lot more.
Probably.
For JVO, that is.
Right.
It kind of felt like before Snake was setting the tone, and now it kind of feels a little bit more even.
Right. The character switch, honestly, was probably a bad one.
Yeah.
The other thing, too, is he does play Armor King a lot like he does play King.
Yeah.
So it's not.
So it's like if you're
extremely
familiar
different.
with one, then you're familiar with both of them.
Right, for him at least.
Yeah, for him.
But that's going to close out that round. Looks like
Round
JVO's trying to
JBO's
reverse.
trying to, yep.
Yeah. Oh, that was good.
That was very good.
Very good pickup, too. Nice.
Ooh, and now, just like it seems like last game, it looks like Snake's trying to bring it back. Ooh, but gets hit with the counter hit.
Gonna pick all this up. Nice.
Probably gets the wall. It's not punishable. Not like that, at least.
Oh, no. There we go. Nice.
this
I
will
like
be-
the use of that.
Oh, no.
Down the wire.
Unpunished.
Good. Very nice.
There it goes. Yep, went for that desperate low.
Yep. Try to rob him through the front door too many times. Tekken's always that weird mind game where it's like when you don't have a lot of health
Well,
left,
with
it's a guess, but so many people, we say rob him through the front door because it's like the quick low is what a lot of people want to go for. So,
Yep. Well, the other thing about that, too, is like all the stuff he was reaching with was low.
yeah.
So it's like, oh, he's farther away. He's most likely going to go for a low about right here.
Yep.
Alrighty, guys, but that wraps up our Tekken tournament. So
Yeah.
we're going to start Sam Show, and then after that, I think it's MK.
Mortal Kombat.
Yep. Alrighty.
Yep.
Well, I'm about to be called for something soon, so I'll go ahead and hop off here.
Yep. And I'm going to hop off too, guys. Thanks for checking us out with Tekken, and keep on watching.
All right, guys, we're going to be right back here in a few. We're going to take like a 5-minute break while we switch games and everything like that. So hang tight for some Samurai Showdown. And please don't forget, in November 9th, we're going to have here in Indianapolis another Midwest Championships. And let me see here. Yeah, actually coming very soon, September 13th through the 15th, we're going to have a Kumite in Texas. I'm going to be streaming the second mainstream of this event. It's going to be pretty tight. It's going to be at the Arlington Esports Stadium. So if you can make it, definitely go to that. Shout outs to Vandy. All right, guys, we'll be right back.